Good morning to Miss Bielicky's 3B class. I'm meteorologist Bielicky. I'm going to try to answer some of your weather questions. Thanks for sending me so many of them. Do you miss school yet? Probably not yet, but know what I did? I actually put a camera in your classroom because I wanted to see what was going on when no one was there. And here's what? Oh, that's your Halloween picture. And by the way, Ewan, what were you doing? You're cheering on your favorite football team. I love the costumes, by the way. All right, let's get to your weather questions. And there were so many great ones. So I can't spend a ton of time on all of them, but we'll give you the best answer I can in the short amount of time that we have. So let's go first question. Let's go to Taylor, my daughter. She wants to know, will it be a hot summer? Taylor was out there looking up at the clouds, beautiful spring day, filling in her journal. Hopefully you've been doing that too. And Taylor, I have great news for you. It looks like it's going to be a hot summer. It looks like it's going to be a humid summer too. So that means we'll probably get some good thunderstorms out there. But this summer looks to be probably warmer than the one we had last year. So if you got a lot of swimming in last year, you're going to do a lot now. Our next question. Oh, I like this look here. Got the hat on and the earphones. Andrew, when it rains, is it better to run, walk, or go slow if you want to get less wet? It actually doesn't make much of a difference if you run really fast or not, or you can go your normal speed. You only get 10% less wet if you run. A little bit, but really not that noticeable. That's a great question. And a mathematician even studied that. Oh, Olivia's outside doing her weather journal. How do you know what time of day the weather will change? Well, we use our weather computer for this. You can see the clock up here. This tells us what time the rain is going to arrive, and we have many different weather computers, and we kind of take the average, or we pick the ones that I think are going to be right. I stopped this at 1 a.m. Friday. So last night, it actually was raining when you were sleeping, and I knew that because this is what time the weather computers told me that was going to happen. And that's how we time out if we think it's going to rain out your sport event, or it's going to rain on your way to school or on your way home. And then it looks like by the time we get to Friday, everything clears out. Let's go to our next question, and this is Sufi. Oh, look at Sufi drew the clouds, and he's even got snowflakes coming out. Sufi's question was, how do clouds make snow? Well, if it's cold enough, there's little particles of moisture in the air. It'll actually freeze and be ice crystals. And if enough ice crystals form, it'll form snowflakes. Our next question goes to Meredith. She wants to know how it rains. Love the fox, Meredith. And actually, it does this if enough water droplets are in the air and they get heavy enough, that's when it will rain. And we had a lot of questions that were similar to this. We had a beautiful question here by Yashi. How does it rain? Same thing. And one key to rain, you have to have dust in the air. The raindrops need to stick to something. And they stick to the little pieces of dust. And then they accumulate on each other. And then when they get heavy enough, that's when they fall. Next question by Lila. Kind of a similar question here. A lot of people are wondering about how it rains. She wants to know how the clouds form to form the rain. Same process. First, you have to get enough water droplets to form the clouds. And then when you get enough water droplets on those pieces of dust, that's when you'll actually get the raindrops to fall. Oh, I love the little Irish outfit and hat here, Christian. He wants to know, how is hail made? It's the same thing. It's thunderstorms. And remember, hail's only in thunderstorms, not in the wintertime. When the raindrops fall, thunderstorms are really powerful at sucking the air up, and they cycle it and they make it really icy. That's when you get hail made, and it goes round and round in the cloud. And the more times that little piece of ice goes around and around in the clouds, the bigger it will get. That's why sometimes you can get hail as big as baseballs, especially in areas like Oklahoma and Texas. Well, Hope is outside her driveway. She was doing some math problems with her dog. She wants to know why the weather changes season to season. It's all because as the Earth spins around the sun, we tilt. If you notice in the wintertime, the sun is really low in the horizon. That's not really strong enough. It's not right over our head. It's not beating right on us. In the summer, the sun is right above our heads. It's shining straight down on us. That's why we get the seasons. It's because of the tilt of the Earth. All right, let's go to our next question here. JP, how many raindrops fall in a thunderstorm? This is a great one. I had to get a sheet. I had to look this up. So in 1 gallon of water, JP, there are 90,000 raindrops. So if a thunderstorm covers 1 mile, it is 1.5 trillion raindrops. I didn't know that. Our next question comes from Chloe. She wants to know how you predict the weather for the next day. We have our weather computers that do that. Remember that timeline I showed you? That's how we know what the weather's going to be for the next day. And our computers are actually good enough now that we usually know the weather 4 to 5 days from now pretty accurately. Some people are even going out as far as a week or even 14 days. I wouldn't trust that so much. Next question, and James, I think you have a superpower. You said, why can I smell the rain sometimes before it comes? Right before it rains in a thunderstorm sometimes, you know, when the air is blowing around and it gets windy, it does feel a little different out there. So you may have a superpower, I don't know. I've never been able to smell when the rain comes, but if you can, James, I want to hang out with you so you can tell me the next time it's going to actually rain. Let's go to our next question, and this one, what are you up to, Stellan? How come clouds don't form inside a house, even on a cold day? I got a challenge for you, Stellan. The next time you take a shower, close the bathroom door and turn it on really hot. I bet you when you get out, you look up in the ceiling, there'll be clouds inside your house. The reason it doesn't typically happen is there's not enough moisture in there, but you can actually make some clouds in the bathroom sometimes. Parents may not like it though. Let's go to our next question. Let's find out what's going on here from Vivi. How do you know a tornado is coming? We use our radar to do this, and actually I was tracking a tornado earlier today in areas of Texas. This is the radar. And these actually show us where the storms are going to be traveling, and if we have tornadoes with them. That's how we tell people to go to safety and so they don't get hurt. Let's go to Ewan. He wants to know what type of clouds make up fog. Fog is just clouds that are right down on the ground, and stratus clouds are the type that make up fog. And how about this picture from your teacher? Who knew she was so cool? She has a little fort on the bed here. And Declan wants to know, why does it snow? We all know why it snows. It snows for you kids can have snow days and you can go out and play with it all through the winter. Unfortunately, we didn't get many snow days this year. Maybe next year, when we're all back in school and this is all over with, maybe you'll get a whole bunch of snow days next year. Thanks for sending me all your questions, and great job with your weather unit. Have fun with your families at home. Bye, guys. We're not done after all. We got one more. Isabella sent her picture, and take a look. Isabella's working on her Chromebook, working at home with her headphones on. Isabella's question is, how do tornadoes form? Now, tornadoes are with thunderstorms. Have to have a thunderstorm. That's guaranteed. What thunderstorms do is they suck the air up. But the air is just going kind of straight up. It's not spinning. Tornadoes spin. So what you have to happen is, in between where the clouds are and down to the ground, we need the winds to be going in a different direction. And this takes that air that's going straight up and begins to spin it and begins to curl it. And eventually, if it spins it fast enough, they can make it go all the way down to the ground. And that is how tornadoes form. Thanks for your question, Isabella. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.